Hello everyone, today, I've already been doing videos earlier today, a Free Guy, Kissing Booth 3, I think I've done it, I don't even know if I put it out yet, and then the 43 in DC movies, all that, but I'm going to be continuing with more videos, such as, the DC villains ranked, all James Gunn directed films ranked in a tier list. The Suicide Squad Easter eggs won't be doing Free Guy because it only came out today, so there won't be any Easter eggs. All three of the Kissing Booth movies, Season 1 and 2 of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse movie review, and that is all for today. I'm going to be reviewing Joe Bell or the What If Episode 1 because I have not seen it yet. But let's get started with all DC villains ranked. Well, not ranked, but well, we have a big list. We have 85 villains. I included Task Force X in this because they are classed as villains, so, and they are in the DC, so kinda. And then also included Harlequin and Birds of Prey because she's a villain, but I didn't add the rest of the Birds of Prey. I just added Harlequin. But let's get started. I'm only going to do quick blah blah blah, move on, let's do it. First up, let's say my tiers. We have all time, yes they are all time villains up on there. Awesome, great, good, okay, meh, bad, and awful. So let's get started with Amanda Waller from the 2016 Suicide Squad. I think she is a bad character. I did not like Amanda Waller in Suicide Squad in 2016 one. She was boring, she was bland, she didn't really have much to her to interest me. She was just boring, unwatchable. Like, I couldn't stand watching her. Like, I always just skip her scenes because she just bores me. I know that Viola Davis is a fantastic actress, but she's just not that great in this movie. Next I'm going to be talking about Amanda Waller from the 2021 The Suicide Squad. And I think she's up there on the great tier. She's not on the awesome, but she's on the great tier. I like what they did with her character. Her character, fantastic. I love what they did. She is really, really good. I do enjoy her character. And yeah, next I'm going to be talking about Ares. I can't remember this character, so probably on like the meh for Ares. I don't really remember the character that much. I don't think I enjoyed the character. Was it on Batman v Superman? I can't remember, but alright villain that I can remember of, but I forgot the movie. Yeah, decent. Next I'm gonna be moving on to Bane from The Dark Knight Rises, and I think Bane deserves to be on the great tier. I enjoy Bane in The Dark Knight Rises. The 2008 Bane, because there is more Banes on this list. I liked Bane 2008. I like Tom Hardy in this role. Tom Hardy does a fantastic job portraying this role. If you've seen it, 2012, fantastic. I love this character. Next, I'm going to be moving on to the OG Bane, which is going on the meh tier for me. The OG Bane, because I forgot what movie it was from, like Batman and Robin or Batman v... I forgot what it was called. I enjoyed Bane. It was a decent character in the movie that I forgot. But yeah, next I'm going to be moving on to Black Manta from Aquaman. And I think it's a good villain. It's not on the great yet, but Black Manta is on good. I enjoy Black Manta. Decent villain. I wouldn't say I enjoyed it to an extreme of awesome or great, awesome or all time, but it's still a good character. Yapa Abdul-Mateen II is fantastic in this role. Next I'm going to be moving on to Black Mask from Birds of Prey, and I think it deserves to go on the good tier. It does not deserve to be on the great, awesome, all time, but Black Mask, decent villain that I enjoyed in the movie. Who played it? Ewan McGregor. Great. Next, we got the Suicide Squad member, Blackguard. Blackguard for me is, I'm going to put it on the good tier. For what we got out of Blackguard, I enjoyed it. I think Blackguard is a good villain. I know people are going to say, it's on the bad or the awful or the meh. Like, it's my opinion. I think it's a good character. Sadly, he betrayed the team, which is bad. But yeah, next thing I'm going to be moving on to Bloodsport, which, yep, it's up there on the awesome tier. I love Bloodsport. Bloodsport's character was fantastic. I love Bloodsport. Idris Elba, who plays Bloodsport, is fantastic in this movie. I just love Bloodsport, and cannot wait to see Bloodsport and more projects. Next, we're going to move on to both Captain Boomerangs. Captain Boomerang from the Suicide Squad from 2016 is going on the meh tier. Wait, no, on the okay tier. I enjoyed Captain Boomerang from, I enjoyed Captain Boomerang from the 2016 Suicide Squad. It's not a good villain, but it's okay. Jai Courtney does a fantastic job in this role, but yeah, it's an okay character for me. Next, I'm going to moving on to the Suicide Squad, Captain Boomerang from 2021. For what we got out of it, I think it's a good villain. Yeah, I enjoyed this from 2021 better than 2016 because its character doesn't actually get more in depth because it dies quite easily. But Captain Boomerang, I enjoyed the character. It was a decent character that I enjoyed. That's what you like in this, but yeah, I enjoyed Captain Boomerang from the 2021 Suicide Squad, the Suicide Squad. Next, I'm going to be moving on to Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman. I think it's on the great tier. I enjoyed Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman from Batman Returns. Was it Batman Returns? I think it is. I do have bad things about this character, but still a great character that I do enjoy. Next is Catwoman from 2012, played by Anna Hathaway, and I think it's on the good tier. Anna Hathaway's Catwoman from 2012, decent. I enjoyed it. It was a good villain that I enjoyed. Don't really have hate for this Catwoman. Well, there is some script for her that kind of didn't really work that much, but it's still a good movie. It's still a good character, sorry. Next I'm going to be moving on to Cheetah from Wonder Woman 1984. It's going on the good tier. Cheetah is fine. It's a good villain. Do have some dislikability for this character, but overall it's still a good villain that I do enjoy. Next, we're going to be moving on to Deadshot from Suicide Squad, played by Will Smith. It's going on the good tier. I like Deadshot. The character was really entertaining to watch. I'm a huge Will Smith fan, so that's probably why he could have returned for the 2021, but because of the flop from box office in 2016 Suicide Squad, he didn't really come back, I don't think. But yeah, I like Deadshot. Really, really good villain. Next, I'm going to be moving on to Dr. Poison from Wonder Woman. I'm going to put it on the okay tier. Fun enough villain that I could say is decent. Yeah, it's a decent character. I mean, it does have its moments. It does have its bad moments. It's, yeah. Next, I'm going to moving on to, oh god, Doomsday. Sadly, Doomsday is going on the bad tier. I did not enjoy Doomsday from Batman v Superman. It was not a good villain that I enjoyed. It was a disappointing villain. I wish it could have been better, but sadly did not be good. But yeah, that's what you get out of Doomsday. Yeah, it's not really that great. And next I'm going to moving on to, what's his name? Dr. Savannah from Shazam. I think it is actually up there on the great tier. I really do enjoy Mark Strong as the villain of Dr. Savannah. Probably one of the standouts for Shazam. I like what they did with Dr. Savannah. Really good. Sadly, did die, I think. Can't remember, but I like Dr. Savannah. Really good villain. Next, I'm going to moving on to El Diablo from Suicide Squad 2016. He's probably going on that okay tier. It's an okay villain. I forgot who played this character, but he is good as El Diablo. It's basically a rip-off Human Torch. No, it's not. Is it? Who came first, Human Torch or El Diablo? I can't remember. But El Diablo is a good villain. I enjoy El Diablo on the screen. Decent villain. Oh god. Yep. First awful character, which is Enchantress. Yep, I do not like Enchantress at all. There's no likability about her character, no entertainment about her character. She's just boring. There's literally nothing for her character that I enjoyed, but boring. And next I'm going to be moving on to, oh gosh, who's that character? Eric Lundroth. Don't know who. Well, it looks like a villain from Wonder Woman. So I'm probably going to put on the okay tier. The Wonder Woman villains are okay. They're not the best. They're just okay villains. But overall the character, or the villain, that's okay. Next I'm going to be moving on to General Zod from 1978. I think it was from the original Superman movie. Yeah, it's probably going on the meh tier for me. I didn't really... Well, I kind of... It's an okay villain, really. I enjoyed most of it. Most of it was decent from what I saw, but yeah, it's a meh villain. Next, we're going to move on to the 2013 General Zod from Man of Steel, and I think it is up there on the great tier. I enjoy General Zod from 2013. The movie, Man of Steel, I give it 4 out of 5 stars. It's still a good villain. Does have its moments, and it does have not really much of bad moments, but it's a good villain overall. Next, I'm going to be moving on to the 3 Harley Quinns. We've got 2016 Harley Quinn, which for me is going on the good tier. I enjoyed Harley Quinn in the Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad. Not the Suicide Squad. That's the 2021 one, the one. But I enjoy Harley Quinn in the 2016 one. Who do I like more, Deadshot or Harley Quinn? I'm edging towards Deadshot, unfortunate, but I still do enjoy Harley Quinn. Then we go to the 2020 Harley Quinn, which... Oh god, this is actually... I'm probably going to put it on the good tier as well. The 2021 Harley Quinn, still a good villain. It has not reached up to the great tier for me yet, or the awesome or top or all time, but it's still a good villain. I enjoyed the work of what came to this, but yeah. Now I'm going to the Suicide Squad Harley Quinn, which is on the good tier. So all Harley Quinn, all Harley Quinns are on the good tier. I enjoy Harley Quinn. Michael Robbie, who portrays Harley Quinn, is fantastic. The only reason why I didn't put the 2021 Harley Quinn on the great, there was just some things that I did not like. That with that prince and her, that just didn't really make me enjoy it. Next, I'm going to be moving on to Hector Hammond, from the Green Lantern movie. Green Lantern, it does have its moments, but the villain, yeah, it's gone the bad tier. I didn't really enjoy the villain for this movie, which could have been better, but it didn't, unfortunately. But you got to do what you got to do. It's not really that great. Next, I'm going to moving on to Flula Borg's Javelin, which is on the okay. Wait, I move it to the meh. Flula Borg's Javelin. Oh wait, no. I'll move it up to the okay. Sorry. Flula Borg's Javelin. It's okay. I mean, if Javelin didn't die, then Harley wouldn't have got Javelin as her weapon. So that's good. But yeah, I really do enjoy Javelin. That's an okay villain. But yeah, next I'm going to be moving on to Joker from 2016 Suicide Squad. Yeah, it's going on the okay tier as well. Joker from the 2016 Suicide Squad. It's okay. It does have its moments. It does have it bad. It's bad. I can't even speak. It does have its bad moments, but it's an okay villain overall. Then we go to Joker, Joaquin Phoenix, which is definitely on the awesome tier. I love Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. Fantastic in this movie. I love Joker. Joker is one of my favourite. Joaquin Phoenix Joker is one of my favourite DC villains. I love what he did in that role. He's fantastic. Next, I'm going to be moving on to Killer Croc from Suicide Squad. Yeah, it's going on the okay tier. Yeah, most of these Suicide Squad members are going on the okay tier from the 2016 one. Not unlike Amanda Waller. Yeah, Amanda Waller was not good. Killer Croc, decent character. I enjoyed most of it. No, never mind. I enjoyed some of it. It was okay, if you say so. But, yeah. Next thing I'm moving on to another animal, King Shark. Where is that great tier? Right there. King Shark is on... Wait, no. Awesome tier. I love King Shark. King Shark is fantastic, and I just love King Shark so much. King Shark is like one of my favourite... Wait, no. It's my second favourite character in the Suicide Squad because it was just fantastic. Next I'm going to be moving on to... Who's after King Shark? Let me find out. Laurel. Who the hell Laurel was? Meh, I guess. Oh, from Catwoman, that's right. Laurel, does have its moments. Yeah, it's not good though. Then we go to who's after Lex Luthor from 1978. Superman. He's probably going on the good tier for me. I enjoyed this Lex Luthor. It was a decent Lex Luthor, I guess. I enjoyed Lex Luthor in this movie. Decent character, I guess. But, yeah. Next I'm going to be moving on to Lex Luthor from Superman Returns, which is again on the good tier. Kevin Spacey, yeah. There's a lot of controversy about him, but he does good. He is a good Lex Luthor. He's not the best, but he is a good Lex Luthor. None of the Lex Luthors, can't even speak. None of the Lex Luthors would definitely be on like the all-time or top tier. But yeah, next I'm going to be moving on to the Batman v Superman Lex Luthor, which is unfortunately going on the bad tier. Wait, no, I'll move it up to the meh. Lex Luthor and Batman v Superman. Disappointing. Jesse Eisenberg. Why would they choose Jesse Eisenberg? That's just a weird, odd choice, but I did enjoy Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. Could have choose a better one, but yeah. Next, I'm going to be moving on to Lucifer. Not Lucifer from the TV show, Lucifer from Constantine. Yeah, it's going on the bad tier for me. I didn't really enjoy Lucifer. It wasn't really that entertaining for me. It was, yeah, not that great that I enjoyed, but yeah. Next, I'm going to be moving on to Maxwell Lord from Wonder Woman 1984. I think it's a great villain. I really do enjoy Maxwell Lord. He is really good in this movie. He does a fantastic job, I have to say. Pedro Pascal is fantastic in this movie. I just love Maxwell Lord. Yeah, he's just fantastic. Next, moving on to the Suicide Squad character, Mongol. Yeah, she's going on the bad tier. There was really nothing about her character. All we knew was she's a warrior. She tried to save people, kind of failed. She killed herself, and she killed Captain Boomerang. Yeah. Mongol, not good. Yeah, it's a bad villain for me that I didn't enjoy, but that's totally what I thought. But yeah. Next, I'm going to be moving on to Mr. Freeze. Arnold's Mr. Freeze. It's an okay villain. Mr. Freeze in this movie, it's okay. Does have its bad moments, does have its good moments. Yeah, it's okay, I guess. Yeah. Next, we're moving on to Nathaniel Burke from Steel. Yeah, it's a bad villain. If you didn't know, the villain is from, what was it called? I already forgot what it was called. Still, yeah, with Shaquille O'Neal. Like I said in my ranking, Shaquille O'Neal should just stick to basketball. He's not a good actor. Next, we're going to move on to, who's after that? Nuclear Man. I can't really remember that character. I'm going to put it on the bad tier. Can't remember what that character even has, but yeah, I don't think it's a good villain though. Yeah, next is Ocean Master, which I think is a good villain. I enjoy Ocean Master. It was a decent villain that I would say I enjoyed, I guess. It does have its moments, like I always say. They do have their moments, they do have their bad moments. But yeah, it's an okay villain, really. Could have been better though. Next, going to be moving on to Parallax. Whoever the hell Parallax is. A Green Lantern villain. Bad. Parallax is a bad villain. God, both Green Lantern villains are on the bad tier. Yeah, I didn't really enjoy Parallax. I don't really remember who that character was. Yeah. Next, I'm going to be moving on to Peacemaker. Peacemaker is definitely up there for me. Can't even, hold up. It's not letting me. It's on the great tier. Peacemaker is a great villain. I enjoyed Peacemaker. Peacemaker is really good. I do enjoy Peacemaker in this movie. Peacemaker does a fantastic job in this movie that I really do enjoy. That I have a blast seeing, I guess. But yeah, next villain I'm going to be talking about is Penguin from Batman Returns, played by Danny DeVito. It's on the good tier. God, there's so many good villains. Well, there are some bad. Danny DeVito does a alright job that I enjoyed, but yeah. Next two we're talking about Poison Ivy. Yeah, bad for me. I don't remember much about Poison Ivy, but I don't think I enjoyed this character at all. It was a boring villain. I did not enjoy. Could have been better, but nah, it wasn't. Oh, next I'm going to be talking about Polka Dot Man, which is going on the great tier. Polka Dot Man is a great villain. I love David Dastmalchian's performance as Polka Dot Man in the Suicide Squad. He does a fantastic job. Oh no, I'm not good with names. Does a fantastic job in this movie. He's definitely a great villain for me, and I really do enjoy his performance. Next, I'm going to be talking about, who is that? Quentin Turnbull from Jonah Hex. Yeah, it's an awful villain. An awful villain. I did not enjoy Quentin. Let's just call it Quentin for short. Quentin was not good. I didn't enjoy the villain, but it was bad villain. But I didn't really enjoy what it had on screen. Kind of was a bad villain and did not enjoy it. That's kind of what I have to say. Next, I'm going to be talking about Ra's al Ghul, Liam Neeson. Let's just put it on the great tier for me. He's a great villain. I do enjoy him. He was entertaining, and that I do enjoy. He was a fun time to watch on the screen. Really good that I did enjoy. Next, I'm going to be talking about Ratcatcher 2, which is again on the great tier. I love Ratcatcher 2. Ratcatcher 2 is so good in this movie. I love Ratcatcher 2. Like, it's such a good villain. I love mostly everything about Ratcatcher 2, except some parts, but I could move on with that. But Ratcatcher 2, I really do enjoy what I got out of it. And yeah, next I'm going to be talking about Ross Webster. Yeah, probably on the meh tier for me. Yeah, it's meh villain. But yeah, okay, I guess. It's a meh villain. Did I enjoy it on screen? Yeah, meh. But yeah, next I'm going to be talking about Savannah. Savannah is again on the meh tier. If you don't know Savannah, he was in the Suicide Squad, played by Michael Rooker. And Michael Rooker, I enjoy this actor. But in the movie, he was meh. He didn't really have much character depth to him, except when all the Task Force X people died, he kind of pussied out and just swam, or like with a log, just like swimming back. It's like, jeez, what a pussy. Next I'm going to be talking about Scarecrow. Scarecrow for me is definitely on the great tier. I really do enjoy Scarecrow. Scarecrow, played by Cillian Murphy, does a fantastic job. I love Scarecrow so much. Like, Scarecrow, oh, so good. I think it was a great villain that I had a good time with. But yeah, Scarecrow, really good. Next thing, we're moving on to Selena from Supergirl, and again on the awful tier. Selena, I didn't really enjoy the character. Not really my kind of cup of tea. Yeah, it's it's an awful character. Even the movie was awful. Supergirl, like my second worst DC film that I've found. But yeah, it's not that great of a villain. Yeah. Next thing, I'm moving on to Slipknot. Oh look, there's another awful villain. Slipknot is again an awful villain. Wait, no, never mind. Move it to the bad. I do think it doesn't risk to that awful tier. So, meh, a bad villain. Still a bad villain. I do not enjoy this villain at all. But it's a bad villain. Next, I'm going to be moving on to the Steppenwolf. I'm going to be moving on to Steppenwolf from the original Justice League, which is on the awful tier. Steppenwolf from Justice League is a terrible villain. I did not enjoy this villain at all. It was one of the worst villains I've seen on screen for a long time. This character didn't even go into like depth, and I'm like sad that I even have this movie on. And I do have the movie on DVD as well. And next I'm going to be moving on to, sorry about that, Steppenwolf from 2021. I'm going to be putting on the good tier. From Zack Snyder's Justice League. It's a good villain. Don't get me wrong with that. I enjoy it on the screen. Decent villain. Way better than the 2017 one. But yeah, it's a decent villain. Next I'm going to be moving on to Talia Aku. I think it was the daughter of Rahalago. What was his name? What was the name of that? Rahaz Aku. She's probably going on the good tier. I enjoyed her villain in The Dark Knight Rises. She was good. I enjoyed this villain. I really did enjoy the villain for this film. Next, I'm moving on to TDK. Okay, it's not that bad. I'm going to put it on the okay tier. TDK does have its moments, even though that it died quite early in the film, trying to rip its arms off and just like try to play silly or whatever with like the guards or army or whatever, kind of failed, then died. I still enjoy this villain. I do have fun with this villain. Next I'm going to be moving on to Joker from, what movie is this from? The 1989 Joker. This Joker is, come on, get up there. Come on, get up there. It's on the all-time tier. I love Jack Nicholson's Joker. Jack Nicholson's Joker is one of the most fantastic villains I've ever seen on screen. It's a fantastic villain. If you have not seen this movie, what are you doing? Definitely check out Tim Burton's Batman, because this villain is absolutely fantastic in it. Next I'm going to moving on to, oh god, this is an easy choice. We've got the Joker from The Dark Knight, played by Heath Ledger. Again on the all-time tier. 2 Jokers on the all-time tier. That's great. Joker's just an all-time villain for me. I love Heath Ledger's Joker. So good. I love what they did for this villain, and they did a fantastic job with this villain. Next, I'm moving on to the Riddler, Jim Carrey's Riddler. I enjoyed the villain. I think it's a good villain. It's a decent villain that I saw. The Riddler, it does have its moments. It does have quite a few bad moments, but it is still a decent villain. Next, I'm moving on to Thinker from the Suicide Squad. I think for me, it's on the great tier. I really like the Thinker. I think it is a great villain that I enjoyed. Peter Capaldi, who plays Thinker, is fantastic. I love his work, and again, this is a great choice for him. He does fantastic in this role. Next thing I'm moving on to Two-Face. There's 2 Two-Faces, so the Tommy Lee Jones Two-Face has to be with Jim Carrey as well on the good tier. I like Two-Face. Two-Face was really villainous and more creative, I have to say. I enjoyed 100% this villain. It is a good villain, but it is not up like top tier, but still a really enjoyable villain. Next, I'm moving on to Two-Face, from The Dark Knight. I think he's on the great tier. I really like this villain. I think it's a great villain. It's so good. I love Two-Face. Fantastic. Really enjoyable. That I had fun watching on the screen. But yeah, a really enjoyable villain. Next, we're going to be moving on to Victor Zavazi from Birds of Prey. I don't know what his name is. Good tier for me. So both the Birds of Prey villains are on the good tier. Yeah, I enjoyed this villain. Wait, never mind. I'm actually going to swap it down to the meh. Down 2 spots, that's sad. It's a meh villain. Yeah, it's not. It's fine. For what I got out of it, but yeah. Next, I'm moving on to Weasel. Oh, the last one, Weasel, from the Suicide Squad. Let's just put it on the grey tier. No, I'm joking. That's on the good tier for me. Weasel. I know people are probably going to say, why are you putting it on the good tier? I think Weasel is funny. So funny in this movie. I love what they did with Weasel, even though he died quite early. He couldn't swim. He died. Oh, wait, no. But in the post-credits scene, he came alive. So he's alive. But Weasel is fantastic. I love Weasel so much. Yeah, it's a great villain. Jesus. We have finished all 85 DC villains in the tier list. I'm not going to be ranking this, but I'll tell you what my worst is. No, I'm joking. I actually have no idea. But yeah, thank you for watching this tier list for the DC villains. Hope you enjoyed it. I might do it for the heroes, I don't know. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel, be a big help. Thanks for watching. Take care. Peace.